Hey guys, and welcome to the latest episode of the Online Fighter starring kdhif91. Series we basically just play a few player matches and discuss a topic in the gaming community or something I feel is it that needs to be discussed within the gaming community itself. I want to go ahead and apologize to you guys for not uploading any Online Fighter in a long time, and I want to go ahead and apologize to you guys also for not uploading hardly any No Freaking Sucks episodes or any recent updated video game videos. I just got my wisdom teeth recently pulled and I'm still recovering from that, so I really want to apologize to you guys about that. Sorry if I sound a little echoey, or sorry if I sound a little buzzed off, and sorry if I go to the side and spit a little bit, but like I said, most people on here, some people follow me on Twitter and they got the recent update and the recent news about me and my condition. If you want to, look forward to that, because I have been getting a lot of messages about you guys asking me where's the new Online Fighter or where's the new videos and whatnot, and like I said, I just want to go ahead and inform you guys of that. Now basically today's subject on the Online Fighter we basically want to talk about is the fact that losing in fighting games. Losing has been like universal. It's been it's been around before we was even born. And what I mean by that is the fact that when you lose at a video game, especially fighting game, like the fighting game community is so trolling, so angry, so full of this and this and this and that when it comes to losing, that people just can't accept the fact that they lost when it comes to a fighting game, or insert fighting game here, such as Street Fighter, to the hit series, especially Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I can't explain you how many times I've actually won a game, and then in the end a guy just sends me a message as if I lost and sends me a really stupid message. I mean, when it comes to fighting games, it is the most competitive scene out there. This isn't Call of Duty. This isn't Battlefield. This is a game of war and a game of skills and a game of speed. Fighting games take more skill than those games all put together. It's all about reflexes and character knowledge, which a lot of people lack, and that's probably why some people can't get into fighting games, because too much buttons or too much this and that. It's not a fighting games aren't just an American type game, and it takes a while. Like me personally, I have been playing fighting games all my life. I've been playing fighting games since I was a child, since I was 7. My favorite fighting game of all time is Tekken 5, because this face of Tekken is amazing. Well, Tekken 5 is, Tekken 6 is a legend, but Tekken 5, and I just been playing fighting games, like for example, I go back to the old days of the Super Nintendo era when we were playing Killer Instinct. I loved Killer Instinct. I didn't understand nothing that was happening on it, and yes, Killer Instinct was kind of a Mortal Kombat clone, but still, it did the game justice and it did it well. Killer Instinct. My favorite character was Thunder, I believe, the Indian chief, who didn't make a return in the next installment. That's kind of how Killer Instinct started falling off, because they dropped their franchises like that, and that really was disappointing. I really wish we had another Killer Instinct, but whatever. I think the first ever actual fighting game I ever owned was Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and I didn't understand nothing else happening in Street Fighter. I just remember Ryu in the background humping his shoulders up and down and then showing a Hadouken at the screen. I don't know what version of Street Fighter that was. Maybe it would have been Turbo 2 Champion Edition, and I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I've been playing fighting games all my life, and fighting games are my favorite genre because it takes a lot of skills. Plus, I'm a huge dick. I'm a troll. I'm a troll myself. But when it comes to losing at fighting games, it's just something that I've just learned to get used to. You're not gonna win every game, and when people send these angry messages and stuff at each other when you lose, that's not gonna make you better. If anything, that makes you seem more of a child, because you can't accept the fact that you lost. It's all about growing up. And this is online matches, so just like on the internet and just like on this and that, we're gonna have people who brag, oh, I'm better than you at insert game here, but yet they have no video game footage of their own to show. I mean, I'm good at Marvel vs. Capcom 3. My favorite fighting game is Tekken 5. Am I good at Tekken 5 like I'm at Marvel vs. Capcom 3? No, I'm not. I'm not the beast at Tekken. I just like Tekken because Tekken's one thing. Anybody can play Tekken. You can get any girl if you try hard enough to play Tekken, and she'll like it because there's a bunch of character variety there. There's no huge learning curve. Let's just face it, Tekken's a button masher. Anybody can play a button masher, right? It takes skills to know the combos and whatnot, but to master the full game of the full character of the roster, that takes skill, which a lot of people really do seem to lack. when it comes to fighting games. Like games like Marvel's Capcom 3 series and stuff like that takes a huge learning curve and a long time to get used to. I will admit that I am guilty of this, because I used to constantly lose at this game until I eventually just went through that phrase of just keep playing the game and just keep trying out new characters and seeing what works and what doesn't work. It's a learning curve of a fighting game. Fighting games have a huge learning curve, and everyone can't get into it. We can make tutorials all we want. It's just about if the person's willing to learn. If you're willing to learn, you're willing to be good. I was beast at Killer Instinct, to the point to where I actually taught other people how to play Killer Instinct. My sister liked Skeletor. I like, if I said his name correctly, I like Jago, and I like Thunder, I believe, in Killer Instinct. And at the end of the day, that was just a button masher. Just what you can mash buttons on and end up winning. It took skill. Every game takes skill. But in this episode of the Online Fighter, what we're just trying to basically discuss, guys, is the fact that losing and fighting game history, they all just kind of go hand in hand. It's a learning curve. You gotta be willing to accept it and learn the game before you criticize others. Like, I beat a guy earlier today. He tried to reverse the concept as if I lost. I'm sorry, but just be man enough to say you lost. Like, no one wants to deal with a troll, especially considering that I'm an internet celebrity. So I mean, I can get you trolled anytime, but that wouldn't be the Christian thing to do. And I'm not up for trolling and whatnot. I'm just here to have fun and to play the game and make some online fights for you guys. But I just don't understand the mentality of a lot of fighting game fanatics in the fighting game community, the people who troll. And also, while I'm at it, let's go ahead and get into this other topic here. This is going to be discussed on a later episode of the Online Fighter, but we might as well go ahead and discuss it now. I really want to talk about, guys, variety. See, games will get boring until you try something new. We need to discuss new characters. As you can plainly see, I don't use Spider-Man, so my Spider-Man is not supposed to be good. I don't even use Virgil. My Virgil's not supposed to be good. It's just, I played enough of the character to know their ins and outs to where I can use the character effectively. I use Doom every once in a while, and I main Dormammu. I main Dormammu. But that's the point I'm trying to get across here, guys, is the fact that fighting games have a huge learning curve. If you can't accept the fact that you can't beat nobody else, just not play. It's like first-person shooters. They have a decent learning curve, and if you can't accept the fact that you lost, sending a message or trolling, it's not gonna do nothing. You just make yourself look more like an idiot than you already are, because you're not man enough or woman enough to accept the fact that you lost. And to me, really, gender shouldn't really matter, but gender plays a huge role in here. And that's what I'm trying to get across in this episode of the Online Fighter. Like I said, guys, if you want to get some latest updates of the Online Fighter, of course, follow me on Twitter. YouTube name, same thing as a Twitter name, kdhif91, kdhif91. The link will be to the Twitter in the description. Well, guys, that's about it. God bless. Thanks for watching. And this has been a recent episode of the Online Fighter. Like I said, one more time, I want to go ahead and apologize to you guys for not uploading any Online Fighter gameplay. Well, that is it, guys. Later, guys. God bless. Peace. And thanks for watching. Alright, guys. Bye.